You see that? I answered the question.
Yeah, you did.
Usually, when somebody asks you something like that, you'll be like, do you want to start off? And I try not to answer the question with a question, but I just said, yeah. So,
Yeah.
hey guys.
That's it.
Yeah,
You
well,
be
aren't you?
you forcing it.
Aren't you gonna say hi?
What's
I'm
going on,
saying
y'all?
hi. I
Hey.
missed them. It's been a little while. I can say hi to them.
Yeah, it's been a little while, like 11 days.
Oh wow, wow,
Yeah, 11 days since our last video.
wow. Life has just sucked us in. But
Yeah, a lot has happened in those 11 days.
yes, but we'll get to that. But we're gonna start off by talking about our experience, or maybe my experience with separation
Yeah,
anxiety.
our experience.
Our okay.
Yeah, our experience with separation anxiety. First of all, that's Junior. Did they see him?
Let me see.
Did they see him?
Oh yeah.
All right, Junior is knocked out right now, y'all. So he's over there in the cut. We about to take him to the park soon. It's a good day out here in Seattle or Linwood, Washington. So we about to go out and have a little picnic and stuff. But
Linwood is north of Seattle.
yeah,
We just say Seattle.
everybody be thinking when you say Washington, Seattle, Washington. Washington is really, it's not that big, honestly, but it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's more to Washington than just Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But about a week ago, we let my mom watch Junior for 2 days. We didn't really let her. Like, she actually wanted to watch him. She volunteered. She wanted to spend a couple nights with her grandchild, right?
She wanted to spend some time with him, not watch him, because there's a difference between watching and spending time with.
Exactly.
So she wanted to spend some time with her grandson. So.
We didn't need her to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she actually wanted to spend some time with him. So that was the first time that we actually like gave him up to be with somebody, and not gave him up, but allowed him to go with somebody else for a small little stint without him just being within our vicinity all the time. So we want to kind of explain to you guys our emotions and how we felt when he left us for those short 2 days. I know a lot of you guys may be like, "Oh, you guys are exaggerating. Like, it was just 2 days." But for those who've had a newborn, you guys know, like, especially the women who have carried the baby for 9 months. I think you guys kind of have a different type of connection because you carried them for 9 months. And
you said especially the women that have carried the baby for, especially women, because of course all the women carry the baby for 9 months, except for if they have a preemie or something. So yeah, just sorry.
You just had to do that, huh?
Yeah.
You guys understood what I was saying. She just has a tendency of correcting me all the time. Anyways, yeah. So just want to give you guys our perspective on how we felt those small 2 days that he was gone. Those little short 2 days that he was gone. How did you feel?
Well, it seemed like you was okay.
I was. You want me to go first?
You got a booger in your eye?
Dang, I be getting on here looking. I need to get myself together, y'all. I've been full dad lately.
Look at
I
him.
need to take care of myself. Look, he just woke up now that we're filming this video. But
No,
I feel like I think us guys, like, we're kind of like nonchalant about certain things. Not too nonchalant, but me, I was just like, okay, he's with my mom, he's with somebody, and I would feel that way about anyone who's with that I feel like loves him a lot and that will never let anything happen to him. And my mom is one of those ones. So I felt like, okay, he's gonna be gone for 2 days. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him because we literally been with him for the whole 2 months that he's been alive, except for those 2 days. So, like, when my mom picked him up, I was like, dang, I kind of felt like, not like, here you go. You want to get him?
he's fine. Let him chill for a little bit. He hasn't started acting up yet.
He about to. It's
He's
funny that he
fed.
be taking so many cat naps. He takes so many cat naps, but I felt like, okay, he's going with my mom. He's gonna be all right. She's gonna take care of him. She's gonna make sure that he's fed, he's changed, and that he has all the attention that a little baby can have. So I wasn't really tripping, but I did kind of feel like, oh man, like, he's about to leave. We've been with him. Like, you just have that. You just are a parent. You know what I'm saying? Like that overprotective feeling, even with other family. You know what I'm saying? So when he did leave, when he finally left, I was like, okay, cool. My mom got him, but that doesn't mean I didn't call her or text her. It got to the point where she was just like, boy, I've done this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't she started getting irritated. I don't know if she started getting offended or something, but she was like, I got this. Like, I've raised two kids, but you know how grandparents get. They get kind of like prideful. Because I was calling her like, we were like, my mom is going through something right now with her body, and like she has flares, and sometimes like her health gets the best of her, and we are attentive to that. So we don't want her to take on, sometimes we tend to take on a lot more than we can handle, and she has two grandchildren. So we didn't want, it was only supposed to be him that went over there, but that's a story for a different day. So it ended up being him as well as my niece going over to her house, and she was watching both of them. My niece is a toddler, terrible twos, and he's an infant. So that's a lot. That's two pretty much babies that she was watching. So we didn't want her to have too much on her hands. So that's why we would like ask her, like, are you cool? Like, I don't know. I would ask her, are you cool? Like, how's everything going? Is Junior cutting up? Is he crying? And it got to the point where she's like, stop texting me pretty much. But overall, I felt good. I would do it again. I felt like I feel like we kind of needed like a small break, because at that time he was crying, and not to say that babies don't cry, but we hadn't like really got any rest. So sometimes it's cool to just have someone who's willingly like who wants to come pick up their grandchild and give you guys a break. That's what my mom ended up saying. Like, hey, I'm gonna pick him up, give you guys a break, get sleep, go do you. You know what I'm saying? And that's really cool to have someone who's willingly wanting to do that. Like, so I felt good. I needed the break, small little two-day break. He was cool with his grandparents, so I wasn't really thinking too much of it.
I think he's pooping. I think we slept a long time after Junior. I think I got too much sleep. I was like, I'm tired of sleeping. I think we're used to like our sleeping schedule with him now, because sleeping for a long time feels weird.
Yeah.
And then I was in bed by myself because he fell asleep on the couch. But I was in bed by myself. I'm like, this feels weird. You feel like something's missing.
Right.
Like, it's crazy because we were just like, before he got here, we were used to our lifestyle before he was here. Now he's here and we have to adjust to a lifestyle with him.
Right.
But yeah, like he was saying, it is a blessing to have someone to be like, let me take the kids. It's gonna be kids in the future, so I'll be like, take them all.
Wanted to take them.
Yeah, that wants to take them, wants to spend time and stuff. You pooping, you shitting, but as far as my experience, I was losing my mind.
Yeah, she wasn't losing her mind, but she was being a mother for sure.
A mother.
She ended up pulling up.
Yes, no, I didn't pull up. I walked up. So to get to his grandmama and grandpapa's house, from where we are, it's a bus. You have to walk to the bus stop, which is like a 15-minute walk. Then you get on the bus. It's only like 3 stops. He shitted.
Yeah, he did shit.
He always does this when we're recording.
Always. I'm over here. I said.
So we right. So we gonna be brief. I gotta change this little guy. But yeah. So 15 minutes to the bus stop. Then on the bus it's like 3 stops. Get off the bus and then you walk probably like a half a mile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was up at like, I think like 4 a.m. and I said, I gotta go see my baby because I've never been without him since the day he was born. And so it wasn't about like me being worried about him being taken care of being taken care of, because like, of course, his mom, we know she loves the kids, takes good care of them, that wasn't a problem. I think it was just like the attachment thing, like being attached to your baby. And to be honest, I was like, is he cutting up? Is he screaming to the top of his lungs? Like, what's going on? And is he like, what's it called? Like being afraid of how your baby's going to adjust to other people, being away from you for that long. So it was more so about that, and not being away from him ever in his life. And after you overcome that one moment, I feel like in the future you're like, okay, my baby's cool, they can go and stuff. I overcame that, except for I don't know if going over there and what is it? How do you say it when you give in to something? Because
Yeah.
my big sister was like, he is okay. Don't go over there. Get some rest.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah.
I didn't know she said that.
Yeah. I said, I miss him. I want to go see him. She's like, don't do. You are pooping up a storm.
I was asleep and I woke up and I was like, I was getting my rest. When he was gone, I was getting my rest. So that day that she had went over there, I was asleep for a while and I had woke up and she was like, I don't know if she had told me first, but I had called my mom and my mom was like, yeah, Shania was over here. I'm like, huh?
I snuck out.
I'm like, yeah, she gave in.
I snuck out because I knew that if I told him that I was going over there, he would be like, sit your ass down. Junior is okay. That's exactly what he would have said.
Yeah, I probably would have said that. Just again, we're not to say that we don't experience this, like men don't experience the same type of feeling of separation as far as when it comes to our child as the women do, but we're just a lot more chill about it.
Let me let you.
I don't know. Why is that?
Let me let you poop in peace. Let me let him finish his poop before I change him. Because, sometimes I'll be changing him and he'll be pooping while I'm changing him.
It's so funny. Like, every time we record a video, like, he wakes up. It's just like clockwork. But...
Oh, you said why is that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Like, why dudes are just... I guess that's what separates us from women. It's like... We're just different in that way. Not to say that we don't care, because it's not like I didn't care that my dad, I said my dad. It's not that I didn't care that my child was gone. Like, I missed him as well, but it was more of like, okay, I miss him, but let me do, I don't know. I just think dudes be more logical sometimes. And yeah, I think
women are emotional, like you always say.
Not in that way, not to sound sexist or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, us dudes more logical. I'm more like, okay, cool, my son is gone. He's with somebody who loves him dearly, who's not going to let anything happen to him. This is my time. This is our time to get some rest. And I really feel like that rest that we got, the rest that I got, recharged me for when he came back. You know what I'm saying? I was actually, like, very, very happy to go out there and take him out of his car seat and ask my mom about her experiences with him. And... yeah, that's cool being able to have that. Like, use it, don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If you got a parent that's their grandparent or whoever you were close to that wants to actually watch your child and spend some time with them, like, go ahead. If you know your child's gonna be cool, go ahead and give them to him, man, and do something for yourself. Go grocery shop and clean up the house, get some rest, go do something for yourself, because that really is a time for you to get your mind right. Especially if you're always with the child. Like, I think our situation is different. Usually when people have children, it's either the dude going somewhere, maybe going out to work and making the money, so on and so forth, or the woman stays at home with the child. We're different because we both are here all the time. Like, the way we set up our life is like we're still making money, but we don't have to always go to a designated location and spend 8 hours there to make money. Like, our situation is kind of unique right now, so we're always with our child.
His poop be
stinking. That boy be smell like a grown man. But go ahead.
I think he's still pooping. That's crazy. You feel like you don't be... Well, the thing is, when we take our little naps, he be up. So he misses out on sleep sometimes, because we'll take 3-4 hour naps. Well, he was asleep with us last night, and this morning we got some good sleep. It's kind of inconsistent, but I feel like we're on a routine or a little schedule where we know we can put Junior down for a nap or something. It's the times where we're sleeping through the night where he be a little iffy, but for nap time, he be getting his nap. He'll sleep for like 3-4 hours. But then that's the problem with the nap. It's like we'll be up all night. He be having me up at crackhead hours now, which is crazy because my life has changed drastically. Because usually I be giving me some good sleep at them hours, but we be up now.
Yeah.
But, the separation anxiety, even if they are in good hands, us women, we are just like, I feel like we're attached to our kids. Well, Some women aren't. But
Yeah, I was
that's
about to say that. Yeah, some aren't.
that's kind of
Yeah.
weird. But I feel like a lot of women were attached to our kids, and he says it's because we carried the baby for 9 months. But he's just as attached. Well,
I don't think it's just carrying a baby. I just feel like that's women.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
because you're very close with him, and you will be very close with him when he gets older too. You've just been involved with everything,
Yeah.
and you're a man, and I wouldn't say that it's because of people have a choice to be super involved with their child and stuff. Like, I know men are naturally like nonchalant or kind of just like it is what it is, but you've stepped up and made that choice. Like, I'm gonna be super involved with him, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
love him even though I didn't carry him, stuff like that. But the separation anxiety is real, and I think I overcame it. I think that I can function.
I don't think she has.
No, well, I don't think I'll be when because you texted Mama Cox more than me actually.
Yeah.
When she came to pick him up, I was like, take him. I got his stuff. I was like, take him.
I don't
Then-
think it's something that you can ever overcome. Like, I've grown up and have seen people leave their children with us for weeks at a time, and now that I have my own child, I don't see how people can do that.
Well, yeah, I'm okay with leaving him with her now because the issue at first was that attachment and how he had never been away, but now that he's been away for one time, the second time will be easier.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he's with his
Yeah.
grandmother. I don't have, I've experienced him being away before, but although I don't know how going over there to see him and giving in to that is like overcoming it, but I feel like I overcame it because even after I went to see him that time, she still kept him for like the rest of the day, and I
Yeah,
was
she
good,
did.
and if she would have kept him for another day, I'm sure I would have been good. But
I think it's different. Maybe it's different with like daycare. Like, cause I don't think I'm.
Yeah.
I don't know about the daycare thing. Like,
yeah,
so I think my anxiety definitely with a stranger, even
yeah,
if they're professionals, I think that's when my anxiety would kick in because I don't know these people.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a real thing amongst a lot of parents because not everybody has a mom that or anybody, a family member that's willing to watch their child. You know, we all got family members that be on BS that make you feel like you're a bug or something just because like you need somebody to watch your child for a few hours. So you have to resort to daycare. Some people can't even afford daycare, but that's just it is what it is. And nobody wants to even think about their child being treated a certain way. You hear it all the time in the news, these daycares being improperly run and or operated, children are being abused, and I'll be damned if that's my child. So stuff like that I think about all the time as far as a daycare. I would be calling that place every other minute, you know what I'm saying? Every other hour trying to check on my child to see what's going on, especially when he's a toddler, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's why they say you don't really send your kids to daycare until they can talk about what's like going on,
But who's to say they will even talk about it? You know, kids
That's
are kind of
true.
like naive. An adult can do something to a kid and
That's
brainwash them into to thinking
That's
that
very
it's
true.
right with how they're being treated.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they get old. They're like, yeah, somebody touched me in a certain way. Then you be ready to go back and kill these people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that happens all the time. But not to say that wouldn't happen with a family member, because you gotta watch family members as well.
That's true.
Which is why your anxiety can arise again. But it's just some people that you know will die over their grandchildren. And
Yeah.
my mom is one of those people. Like she will, man, she ain't gonna let nothing happen to any of her grandchildren. That's what makes me be able to sleep at night and know that our child is safe.
That's crazy because I was just about to say my mom is like that too, that will die over. But if you have a tiny piece of doubt, and I had a
Yeah.
tiny piece of doubt, you shouldn't do it. And you always say that. Mama Cox, I have zero doubt. And that's how I feel like we should be moving forward. Like
Right.
with him, if you have a tiny piece of doubt, don't do it.
Right.
Because go with your gut. If you have zero doubt, which is it sounds like a fairy tale, but it's a real thing. There are people
is.
out there that will not do anything that will take care of your child how you take care.
Exactly.
Sometimes I feel like Mama Cox take care of him better
Yeah.
than.
And they be annoying sometimes because she be trying to, like, you know how parents are. They think they've been there, done that. So you know, a lot of you guys watching right now, you know, I think I seen somebody in the comments that said they had 5 children. So you guys have been there, done that. So sometimes you guys come off as a little arrogant, like, boy, like you can't tell me shit about raising children. I'm like, Mom, this ain't the '90s no more. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's changed, but like you raised me right. Like I'm not gonna let nothing happen to this child.
Yeah.
Oh, put some clothes on him. Oh, he gonna get this. He gonna get. I'm like, man.
She's good about that. She took him on a little shopping spree the other day. They're so cute. And I had got him undressed for the night because he sweats in the nighttime and he sleeps on my chest, so I don't want him being super hot with his onesie and stuff on. So he just sleeps in a diaper if it's hot. So I took him. He had came back from being with Mama Cox, and I took all his clothes off. He had a onesie up under his onesie and then had some socks on. I said she got him bundled up. You said his bib be looking like he's finna eat a steak.
Yeah. Every time we go over there, she buys him new clothes. And we're not complaining. Like, I'm so grateful that he has a grandma like that. Like, because that, you know, you got to always remind yourself that that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, lucky for us, we haven't even had to buy him really shit. Like, that woman has got him everything from the strollers to the bathtubs to the clothes to the bibs, the binkies, the bottles, like
literally
diapers, wipes. Like, he has a grandma that really loves him, and when you factor all those different things into the whole equation, you like, I feel good with him going over there. You know what I'm saying? This woman loves this little boy. But as far as like a takeaway,
what about his grandpapa? What is he?
He's just there. He's just there. But here's the thing though.
Sorry.
So his papa is like my stepdad. Like he's been in my life since I was about his age, literally. So again, dudes are a lot like he's more nonchalant. Like when he goes over there with my stepdad, which is his granddad, like it's like how a man will interact with a baby, like, you know. But I will say this: that man, you know, even growing up, I wouldn't say we had the best father-dad or father-son relationship. It was more of like protector. That dude will, if anybody tried to harm any of these grandchildren, he's another one. I can literally say, without a doubt in my mind, that if somebody tried to run in that house and harm those kids, he will be willing to die off for these children. So you got 2 grandparents that's willing to die for these grandchildren. I just know in my heart that if I trust them with these children. Like, and when I say these children, I mean him as well as his baby or his older cousin, my niece.
Yeah, you guys have seen her before in her video. She's a cutie.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to these children while they're in the vicinity of their grandparents, and that's another thing that just makes me feel good about letting him go over there, you know. Because we do have some family members on both sides where I don't feel comfortable with him going over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like she said, if you got just a small inkling of doubt in your mind that this person is not going to treat your child or take care of your child the same way or better than you would do, don't take him over there. Don't let him even go over there. And I think that's a good takeaway from this video. Like, I think separation anxiety comes from you being doubtful about a person's wherewithal.
Well, kind of.
I mean, amongst other things.
Yeah, amongst other things.
I'm speaking for myself when I say that.
Oh, okay.
Doubt only arises when you're unsure about something. But if you're sure about something and your decisions and you feel like you made the right decision, I feel like you can sleep well at night. Yeah. But I mean, think about it. If you allow somebody to watch your child that you literally feel deep in your soul that's going to take care of your child the same way you would or better, versus you allow somebody to watch your child that maybe a little bit negligent with their own children, maybe just is all over the place, house ain't clean every time you go over there, you're going to be thinking the whole time you're at work, like, damn, is my child cool, right? Let me call him.
Well, if they are thinking that, they shouldn't have even done it in the first place. But I got to the shitty boy, I got to change his diaper.
I'm just saying, though, like, sometimes parents don't have a choice. Like, you got to go out there and you got to work and make that money, so like sometimes you may have to leave your child with that family member that may be a little negligent just for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? And hope to God that your baby is safe, because I mean that's when life give you two shitty choices, you gotta pick the ones that's not as shitty, you know. And I understand. I see women all the time on the internet. I would never do it, but I understand where they come from. Like, I think I seen a woman leave their baby in the car or something like that while they go in the store and pay for the gas, something like that. Like, I've seen it before, and I say to myself, like, why the hell would you leave your child in the car? But like,
I was looking at your eyelashes. They're cool.
They're all curly.
Yeah, they're cool eyelashes. But yeah, you're true. Or what?
You're true. All I'm saying is
that, I gotta change the boy.
That may have not been the best example, but I'm just saying, like,
you yeah. said when you have life presents you with two shitty choices. Sometimes you gotta choose one, and they're both shitty. So
I remember my mom leaving me with people like they weren't the best motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But my mom had to go out there and hustle and get that money so that we could have a place to stay. So the people that she used to leave me with, there's one thing I could say. They was gonna make sure I was fed. They was gonna make sure that I didn't die. But shit, they'd get high and all type of shit around me. You know what I'm saying?
Ghetto.
Hella ghetto. But they made sure that I would be alive when my mom got back, and that's all that all that she wrote. That's all that mattered at the time. So you may have this video is turning into something totally different. You may have to leave your child. You may have to make decisions to leave your child with somebody that you may not feel like got it all the way there, but you know for a fact that they're going to be safe in the vicinity of those people. But you are still going to have some type of doubts, and that, in my case, speaking for myself, that will make me have separation anxiety as versus me giving or allowing my mom or somebody else that I really trust to watch our child. I'll be able to just sleep at night. I'm still going to be texting them and seeing if everything's all right, but I'm not going to be just on their case as if I would be with somebody that I got some doubts about.
Right, and also I'm gonna leave you guys with this because I gotta change the shitty boy, like I said, like 5 times. Thank you.
He's gonna get changed.
And so, for the women out there, it's normal. Don't feel bad, because I felt bad when I popped up to Mama Cox because I didn't want her to feel like I was coming over there because I was trying to make sure he was in good hands or anything like that. And I made sure I told her, I know he's in good hands and stuff. I just haven't been away from him ever since he's been alive. So, I missed him. But, so I made sure I told her that. I didn't want to insult her or anything like that. Yeah. But know that it's normal and you're not wrong for having separation anxiety. And do what you got to do. If you got to pop up or something to make you feel better or whatever the case may be, do that. Because when I went to see him, it just made me feel so much better. Yeah. Even when I'm in a bad mood, I look at him, I'm like, I feel so much better magically, so yeah.
Yeah. And know that a woman who's already been through that before, they'll understand. Like,
yeah, hers was worse.
Yeah, my mom had called me, was like, oh yeah, I understand, like, she even kind of try to get on me because I was like, why she go over there? She was like, well, you don't understand how, like, a woman in our closeness to our child, like, you didn't carry it up for 9 months. My mom be getting on my nerves sometimes.
She does do that. She usually takes my side.
She be on my tail, but she's like, yeah, I understand. Like, I would do the same thing. So, yeah,
worse,
if somebody gets mad at you for popping up on your own child, like, if they start feeling a certain type of way, they don't need to be over there anyways, because any mother should understand, like, another mother, woman to woman, going to check on their child and make sure everything's all right, even if they know everything's all right, without feeling offended. And I'm going to leave it right there.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. We catch you guys in the next one. Peace.